Yo, 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 yo. We are getting it together over here, and we are live. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, good people? Peace and love, peace and love, peace and love. Happy Wednesday, happy Wednesday, happy Wellness Wednesday. Back again, back again, back again. Another episode, another road to another milestone. Right? Yesterday was great. Again, things changed, things happened, things didn't go the way they were planned, things didn't go the way they were expected to go, but they were still great. Great show yesterday, great concepts, great talks, great interview with Louis Sosa, man, Louis P. Sosa, Luis Rodriguez, man, political activist, organizer, community builder, all of that stuff, man. He gave great insight into the monumental impact of Zora Mamdani's Democratic primary win for mayor here in New York City. Spoke about the implications of, just socialism, right? Democratic socialism, what that means, right? Spoke about the difference between democratic socialists and actual socialists. Spoke about, a few things, the historic turnout for young people, young voters, age 18 to 24. Spoke about that and how that was possible, why that happened. Listen, it was great, man. Great show. Then afterwards, man, I was able to get my ankle together a bit, man. And Mona and I headed to Brooklyn to Next Stop Vegan. Went to Next Stop Vegan to celebrate, man. Get some food, get some beverages. Had a good time, laughing, joking, man, eating, talking smack. How we be talking smack, right? She likes to talk smack. But yeah, great day, man. Great day, great day, great day. Today is a different day. Today I am resting at home today, right? Got to get this ankle right. It feels less heavy, right, than it did 2 days ago. Still very swollen, but it feels less heavy. Feels less heavy. It was a little bit of pain, right? It's almost no pain now. Like even when I press it down, like it's like okay, just the discomfort of it, like being fat, right? So other than that, it's pretty good, man. It's pretty good. Eddie Kruger, what's going on, my brother? Peace and love. Peace and love. Yo, 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 G Wallow, what's going on? Peace and love. Thank you for tuning in. Mona Love, what up? Happy Wellness and Wisdom Wednesday is the day we practice wellness, man. If no other day is the day we do our best to take in more wisdom, right? Embrace more wisdom and share more wisdom. Days get crazy, days get hectic. We forget, we lose touch sometimes, but Wednesday is the day we like to reflect. It's the day we like to share. It's the day we like to take care of ourselves as best we can, whether it's meditation, exercising, eating right, or eating better. Whatever that may mean for you is to do something to show yourself that you love yourself today. Do something to show yourself that you care about yourself. You care about your health, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, financial, and all of the things. Right, but let us hit the share button. Let us hit the share button. Share this live with 5 to 10 of your friends who may be interested in tuning in. Hit that share button. Don't keep the content to yourself. Hit that share button. Hit that share button. Share this live. Share this live with your peoples. Do not keep it to yourself. Don't do that. Share away. Share away, share away, share away. And we are going to get this thing started in a second. Right about like right now. We're going to start the show. Once again, I'm your boy, your host, LaShawn Sugar Marcy. You're tuned into SR Daily, episode 401, 401st episode. We are now on the road to 500 episodes, a couple months away, 99 more episodes. But as you know, as you guys have witnessed, right, the days go, the shows go. Before you know it, it's 420, there's 440, it's 460, it's 480. Before you know it, we closer and closer to 500, man. So yeah, man, we're gonna keep going, right? We're gonna keep building. We're gonna keep showing up. We're gonna keep executing. We're gonna keep talking. We're gonna keep enlightening. Right? SR Daily is where personality meets enlightenment. We are here 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. Facebook Live, YouTube Live, and Instagram Live. And today on this beautiful July 2nd, 2025, episode 401, we are going to start with our first segment of the day. Today's first segment is a word of the day, and today's word is apathetic. Today's word is apathetic. Apathetic. Apathetic is defined as showing or feeling no interest, enthusiasm, or concern. showing no interest or energy and unwilling to take action, especially over something important. Let's read that one more time. Showing or feeling no interest, enthusiasm, or concern, showing no interest or energy, and unwilling to take action, especially over something important. Listen, far too many people. Jody, what's going on? Far too many people. Young and old, black and white, rich and poor. Doesn't matter. Gay and straight, tall and short, fat and skinny. Right? It doesn't matter. So many human beings, no matter where they are on the planet, no matter what their condition is, what their situation is, far too many people have become apathetic. Far too many people have become apathetic regarding their own lives. Like not even not showing concern for something somebody else is going through, right? Not only being like unenthused for something that somebody else is going through, your neighbor, your friend, your sibling, your child, right? Your spouse, right? But for your own self, right? People have become empathetic, apathetic regarding their own lives, their health, their financial situations, their like everything, and then with issues in the world, right, that are impacting them, politics specifically. Well, and this is what's crazy is because young people, right? This is what's crazy is that things change like that. Historically, young people have been apathetic regarding politics, but I think now, especially we just spoke about Zora Mamdani here in New York, right? Brought out more young people. So young people are waking up, but it seems like there's a certain generation, my generation, right? I would say 38 to 45, that has become seemingly more apathetic, right? Again, regarding things that impact them, man, the conditions of the neighborhood. Specifically, I'm talking about my community, right? The conditions of the neighborhood. I was talking to friends a few days ago, right? Or a friend, a brother, a few days ago, seen them, and I was just talking about like I forgot how the conversation came up, but like what I want in the neighborhood and what we want in the neighborhood and what we should have. And I spoke about, I said, yo, there was a guy I saw, on drugs, heavy drugs. And he looked really bad, and he be peeing on himself, and like he just looks really bad. And as I saw him, I said to myself, he looks really bad. Nobody should even sell him drugs. And then I said, if I was still selling drugs, but cared a little bit more, I wouldn't sell him drugs. Right? I'm like, nah, you gotta get yourself cleaned up, bro. You look really bad, right? Like he's about to die any second. All right. And so I'm talking to the brother, and I'm like, yo, you know this guy, man, he looks really bad. Like nobody should even be selling him drugs. I said, because this is what happens. We have people, right? It's our people, it's our neighbors, it's our brothers and sisters, right? So no shade, but it's real. People look bad. Some people are on drugs in our neighborhood and they look freaking terrible. And now our children in the neighborhood and they see these people looking terrible. They see these people littering. They see the community dirty. They see people falling asleep on the benches and in the train stations. And they grow up to not care about their community, and then they follow suit, right? And it's like we have to care, even if we only care about the images our children see. Like, I get it. We live in a neighborhood, right? We live in a low income neighborhood, and right is a highly impoverished neighborhood. And not just financial poverty, but mental and emotional poverty. People don't believe in themselves. People don't believe that they can have a really, really, really great life, right? That is free from prison and all of the things that happen in the hood, right? The shootouts and all of the stuff. People don't believe that. And so it's just like it's just whatever. And it's like, nah, we cannot just have that mindset. He's like, yo, you right, you right. I'm like, yeah, so like we gotta do something, man. Like and I get tongue tied sometimes because obviously like you don't want to tell people what to do, but sometimes you do. Sometimes you do. And it's tough because some people you can tell, yo, we gotta do this, we're gonna do this, and like you right, all right, come on. And some people like you right and they don't get involved. Some people like, nah, you can't tell me what to do. And so it's tough. This is why you got to know the people. This is why you got to be connected to the people. Because then you know who you can say what to, how you can say what to who. Right? So yeah, that's apathetic, man. And I think that it's a combination of the music. Is a combination of the music, the political climate globally, drugs and alcohol, and the freaking food. People's vital energy, their chi, their ka is low. And people don't do good because they don't freaking feel good. Like People don't do good because they don't feel good. They do not feel good in any area of their lives. The only way, or the only area some people, a lot of people feel good in, is the money that they make. They know they're unhealthy, or they know they're eating terribly. They might think they're healthy because the doctor ain't telling them they got cancer, right? But they know their stomachs are huge. They know they can't freaking walk up a flight of steps without being out of breath, right? Like, they know they're unhealthy. They know they're putting terrible things in their body. They know it. 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 But so what? This, you gotta die anyway. So F it. Like, what's the point? It's like, nah, we gotta believe again. We gotta believe in the possibility of our own dreams and our own lives, and the fact that we can have a life and we can build a community, right? That is beautiful, that is peaceful, that is harmonious, where people are taking care of each other. Nobody's exploiting anyone else. Because again, as someone who was part of destroying my community, selling drugs is 100% exploitation. 100% you're exploiting people, based on their weakness. Especially the hard drugs, when people's lives are jacked up. Like, because somebody can say, well, anything's a drug, and yeah. We talking about hard drugs that destroys people's lives: crack, cocaine, heroin, and all of the pills and stuff like that, man. Yeah. So we're gonna move right along. We're gonna move right along to our second segment of the day. Right along to our second segment of the day. Today's second segment, our need to know news. Always. Today, this is necessary news. It's not necessarily something that happened. All right. I'm not gonna talk about anything that happened. I want to talk about a mindset. All right. News. This is news. So it doesn't matter how much yoga you do, right? It doesn't matter how much you pray. It doesn't matter how much you meditate. It doesn't matter how much you feed the homeless, right? It doesn't matter how many dogs you walk. That doesn't matter when it comes to spirituality, if you are still eating meat. I gotta throw that out there. I've seen it. I've read some things. I've seen it online, in person, in my own personal life, right? There are people who claim to be super spiritual. Super spiritual. They're doing all of the things. They check all of the boxes. The yoga, the meditation, right? Like, all of the things. They namaste, right? They smile. They greet you like this and all of the stuff. But they eat meat. Eating meat, understand this, eating meat and dairy, regardless of how you feel. It's not about a feeling. Regardless of how you feel, eating meat and dairy is exploitation, right? It is encouraging exploitation. It is encouraging murder, right? It is encouraging torture and all of those things. So how can you be spiritual? How can you be a spiritual person? And then I guess we got to define, what does a spiritual person mean? What does it mean to be spiritual, right? And are there different levels to spirituality? Possibly, maybe so, right? But I know that we got to put that mindset out there, because it is not a superiority thing at all. Like, at least not with me. It's like, let's all do better, right? Let's all do better, man. Like, and let's recognize that we can mask, or we can try to mask, the pain that we are part of, or that we are complicit in manifesting in the world, the hurt, the pain, and the lives of animals, right? Like we have to be real. So again, the meditation, you can sit, you got all of the mudras and the sudras, and you listen to the music, and you go to the church, the mosque, you do all of the things. All of the things. You are feeding people, you are outside late night preparing food. Great stuff. Great stuff. But you are still part of the harm. You are still part of the pain. You are still part of the torture. You are still part of the violence, right? You are still not fully, either you're not fully understanding the connection between you, animals, and the suffering in the world, right? Your diet and all of that stuff. Either you don't know and you're just unaware, or you know and you just don't care. That's a bar, right? Because it's true. Because some people don't know. Some people are unaware. Some people have never made the connection, right? And that's very real. And those people, you patient with, you explain to them, and sometime when they get it, they're like, oh, snap, right? And they start working on changing, making adjustments. Some people, they know it, but they don't care, right? They know, but they don't care. So if you know and don't care, they're not caring about other sentient beings. How are you a spiritual person, right? And if you know and you are working on it, then cool, you are on the path, right? You are on the path, because I've said recently, and I mean, many people have said it before me, but recently I've been saying to folks, I said, every living being strives to grow to its fullest potential, right? To its maximum capacity. Trees, right? Every animal, right? Every living being, except humans. Except humans. We know that we have room for growth. We know that we can grow some more, and we choose to not grow. We become stagnant. Our thoughts stagnate us. Thoughts, feelings, behaviors keep us stagnant, keep us in the same spot, in the same position, not growing, right? Not contributing more to society, actually doing more damage, more harm than good, right? But yeah, I just wanted to put that out there, man. Like, I think that's necessary news. I think, again, I think some people don't know. I think some people don't know. Some people come into consciousness. Some people, and again, this is the difference, I think, between going and becoming, right? Some people, like, to become conscious is a process. And I think that, at least in the people that I've known and I know and I see, right, and I have access to, they became conscious, and either one of the first things they did, or eventually, right? And again, this is why it's hard to judge, or you can't really judge at all, because you don't know what a person's journey, where a person's journey is going to end up, right? But either immediately or at some point, one of the biggest changes is diet, right? People recognize, like, well, I'm conscious, like, this is impacting me in this way, this is impacting the world in this way, this is the animals, like, one way or another is like, whoa, right? But then there's some people who just do trends, who just, like, quote unquote go vegan, right? Or they, I don't know the word for conscious. They go conscious, right? They want to try consciousness, right? They want to try this thing. Or they do things, not even a label for it. They just do things that they think makes them more conscious. They do things that they think makes them more spiritual, makes them. But I mean, and we know it, right? There are people who do all these things who are miserable inside, right? So, like, if you ain't really taking care of your soul, taking care of your spirit, really healing yourself in that way, again, which is directly tied to your diet and what you are eating, then you still got some work to do, right? And it's okay, because we all still got work to do, right? So don't feel bad. We just got different work. Some of us got to work on this side. Some of us got to work on that side. Some of us got this down packed. Some of us got that down packed, right? But let's move right along to our third segment of the day. Today's third segment, as always, is a tip of the day. Today's tip is to eat a freaking rainbow. Right, like, not literally go outside and try to find a rainbow and eat it, but, like, eat a rainbow. Eat the colors of the rainbow via your fruits and vegetables. Eat the colors of the freaking rainbow via your fruits and your vegetables. Everything you need is there to be a fully functional and healthy being. Let us go to this chart. We got a chart pulled up, a rainbow chart, right? And Eat a Rainbow chart is a visual guide designed to encourage people to eat a variety of colorful fruits and vegetables daily. Each color of the rainbow, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, and even white or brown, represents a group of foods rich in unique nutrients, antioxidants, vitamins, and minerals that contribute to overall health. Let's read. Red foods are generally rich in lycopene, anthocyanins, vitamin C, and antioxidants. Orange and yellow foods are rich in carotenoids, beta-carotene, vitamin C, and antioxidants. Green foods are nutrient powerhouses packed with vitamin A, C, K, minerals, fiber, and antioxidants. White and brown foods are often rich in fiber, in fiber, minerals, this is mass small, potassium, magnesium, antioxidants, and plant compounds. Blue and purple foods are rich in anthocyanins, and other power, and something else I can't pronounce, and other powerful antioxidants. Eat a rainbow, man. Like, your fruits, your veggies. Yo, Ben Schmidt, what's going on, man? Long time no see, buddy. Long time no see your name up here, man. Good to see you. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're taking care of yourself. All right. But yeah, eat a rainbow, man. Eat the colors, man. Your greens, right? So your reds, your strawberries, your cherries, your melons, your tomatoes, your bell peppers, your raspberries, pomegranates, right? Your red grapes, your cranberries, your apples, right? Your beets, your radishes, your red cabbage, your red chili peppers, your goji berries, right? Oranges and yellows, your bananas, your pineapples, your lemons, your yellow bell peppers, your yellow squashes, right? Like your golden beets good. Your mangoes and star fruit. Listen, I love star fruit. I cannot wait to go back to Puerto Rico and have star fruit, right? Like that's the best star fruit I've ever had. When I was in Puerto Rico, right? Your carrots, your oranges, your sweet potatoes, your greens are your spinaches, your broccolis, your green apples, your Brussels sprouts, your green grapes, your zucchinis, your cucumbers, asparagus, avocados, okra, right? Your collards, your green beans, your kiwi, your celeries. I need some celery juice actually. Definitely some celery juice, good for vitamin D. All right. Your white and brown foods, right? Your cauliflower, your garlics, your onions, your mushrooms, right? Your white beans. I love white beans, white navy beans specifically, right? Your different nuts, your almonds, your shiitake mushrooms, your walnuts, your lentils, all right? Blue and purple foods are your blueberries, your cabbages, your eggplants, your purple grapes, your elderberries, right? Your purple cauliflower, mad good plums, right? Purple carrots, you need to find purple carrots. They're hard to find up here, all right? Your figs, your beets, eat different colors, man. Is it matters, right? Like it matters. You have these chakras, different color chakras, right? Chakra energy for a reason. Feed that, feed that, feed that, feed that. Don't don't ignore it. Don't get stuck eating just one thing, one color. Switch it up, right? Various colors, as many colors as you can, in one day. Right? I know it's tough, especially when you're not supposed to eat so much in a day, right? Eat but so much rather, especially when you're not like when you're not waste management thing is not proper. You're not shitting like you're supposed to be shitting. You might be full of shit. You don't want to eat too much. All right. But this is, you got to get your body back in order, get your body back in balance, fast, detox, cleanse, and start to rebuild slowly but surely. And keep the practice going until you perfect it, right? Keep going until it's perfect. All right. But let us move right along to our fourth and final segment of the day. Today's fourth segment, our build of the day. Today's build, I really want to talk about respecting nature, not just the environment, right? Not just nature as an environment, but the process of being. People really think they can do whatever they want to their bodies, right? They think they can do whatever they want to their bodies and still live a long life. You are not respecting the process of nature. You cannot poison every day any living entity and expect it to continue. Now, mind you, the human body is extremely resilient. Extremely resilient. Like we are an incredibly resilient species. But we are still part of nature. We are still products of nature. We are still one with nature. And I remember, Arnold Ehret book, his book Rational Fasting speaks about this. I read this, about a decade ago, over a decade ago now. Speaks about how, like, people say, go to God or take it to God, or only, God could heal you, right? Specifically. Arnold Ehret made it very clear. He said, when you speak about God healing you, that's nature, right? And then it makes you remember the oldest term for God was nature. Before it was God, it was nature. It was Mother Nature, right? Before it became Father God, right? Mother Nature. Mother Nature heals you, right? And he says fasting is nature's operating table. Or it's in the Bible, fast and pray, right? Um, but we think we could do whatever we want, man. Like and kind of getting choked up because just this week alone, two people, two beautiful people, right? Beautiful spirits, beautiful humans, young, both under 40. All right, one maybe just hit 30, 31, other mid late 30s, young man, young woman, both dead. Pretty sudden, both, right? Like everybody shocked. Everybody that I know that knows both people are shocked. So it's not like it was a debilitating sickness that was lingering that they knew, oh, this person could die soon. This person's not doing well. They're in the hospital. They got issues. Like, nah, it's like, what the hell happened? The responses and the reactions. My homegirl who died, coworker, hit me up. Was like, yo, what the hell happened? I was just with her at work on Friday. She seemed great. I'm like, I don't freaking know either. Right? Like, I don't know either. Young brother from Queensbridge. He does, and I could be wrong, right? And pardon me if I'm wrong for assuming, but the first thing I thought was alcohol. He drinks a lot. He drank a lot. And that crew drank a lot. And then it's sad because this is the perpetual cycle, right? Because now he's dead, right? Died yesterday. And the people on the block celebrating him, his life, drinking. More alcohol, more bad food. And it's sad because it's like he left both they left children behind, very young children behind. And I know what that feels like, right? To like be without your parent, be a young person and your parent dies suddenly, right? I think it's a little difference when you know that your parent is sick or you know a loved one is sick, and like, it's a process. But when you just like wake up and they're just gone, and it hurts because unfortunately I know that these ain't the last ones. There's gonna be more young people who are gonna continue to die. All right. Mona and I was talking this morning. She's like, I don't know what's happening. I don't know. They look so bad. I'm like, you know what's happening. Like, it's lack of sunlight, lack of movement, lack of exercise, right? Attachment to phones, lack of real communication, real mobility, physical mobility, right? And then you throw in the music, and then you throw in the news, right? All of the stress stuff, right? Then you throw in all of the alcohol, right? And all of the bad food, right? It's a recipe for disaster. It's a recipe for sickness. It's a recipe for death. It's a recipe for death. It's poison. You cannot put poison in your body. You cannot keep poison in your body and think you can live. You cannot keep doing that. You can't. You can't. Yes, there are some people who are miracles and they have terribly unhealthy lifestyles and they still live to be 60, 70, 80. But even that's not old, right? Like let's understand that. 67, like, it's not old. It's not a long life, right? Like, clearly it's long compared to somebody who has no life, and clearly it's long to somebody who dies at 5. But like, there are people regularly right now on Earth living to be well into their hundreds. There's groups of people doing it. It's possible. I like Mr. Harvey. He says, right, he's 81. He'd be 81 this year. He says, I wish people knew how young they was when they were 60 and 70. Right? If they take care of themselves, they move their body, they exercise. I wish they knew how young they were and could feel at 60 and 70. He's 81, still feeling young, right? He's starting to feel, right? But like, come on, man. Like, there are people living like that, but not everybody's gonna freaking have a terribly unhealthy lifestyle and make it 60 years, right? Some people are gonna die at 20 something, 30 something, 40 something, right? It's gonna catch up to you, right? Freaking my boy King Shooter, 27 liver failure, 27 liver failure. Holy shit. Alcohol every day, Hennessy every day, no water, not enough water, rather. Like, you can't do that. You can't. You gotta respect nature, man. You gotta respect the process. We have to do a better job at respecting nature's process. We have to. If we want a long life, if we really care about our loved ones and we really want to put ourselves in position to have a long life, to have an abundant life, we gotta make the adjustments. We have to. We have to. We have to. We have to start just simply respecting nature, and that's simply respecting our bodies, putting the best things into our bodies as often as possible. Yes, there's gonna be some slip ups. Yes, there's gonna be some stuff. Yes, everything is not easy. Of course, I get it, right? Like, fully get it. But we gotta strive. We gotta strive. And too many of us are not striving. Too many of us are just complacent, and we gotta do better, man. And that's the show today, guys. Right? That's episode 401. Road to 500 begins now. Right? Road to 500 begins now. 500 episodes. That's the next milestone. Yesterday was 400, and we got a bunch of months in between. Right? Inshallah, we make it. Seeing other young people pass away that you know and love, it makes you think of your own mortality. Makes you more aware of your own mortality. Right? And then that makes you more aware of the life that you are living and how you are living and what you want to accomplish, right? Your dreams, your goals, your aspirations. But yeah, that's the show, guys. Listen, man, I love you guys. All right, I appreciate you guys. AP Kyle, what's going on, young fella? Peace and love, peace and love, peace and love, peace and love. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in. Listen, I'm your boy, your host, LaShawn Sugar Marston. SRDaily episode 401, Wednesday, July 2nd, 2025. Please do join us right back here tomorrow, same time, same place. May have some more energy tomorrow, man. Energy is low, right? It's sad. It's sad, man. It's sad. These young people are passing away, leaving their children behind, young children behind, right? It's bad. We got to change the behaviors. We got to make better decisions so we got better outcomes. And I'm gonna do my best to keep being an example, right? Work to be a better example, right? I can absolutely be a better example, and that's what I'm gonna strive towards, being the best example I could possibly be. One day at a time. Again, God willing, we get there, man. But listen, have a great day. See you guys tomorrow, same time, same place, 9 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. Facebook Live, YouTube Live, and Instagram Live. And remember, if they ain't getting knocked down, that's the problem. Staying down. So get up! Get up. The power is in you. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to each other. Peace and love.